What is up, YouTube? Zar-Kombat. It's UFC Fight Night. Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez. It's a middleweight fight, 5 rounds. We are live right now. It is live. It is 2 a.m. in South Africa, so I missed a portion of the first few fights in the main card. I missed a few fights in the main card, but yeah, man, we're back. We're live. Kind of fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie. It is early in the morning. Again, I'm in South Africa right now. That is where I live, Durban, South Africa. It's 2 a.m. But yeah, man, we're live. Touch Philly versus Chris Hernandez. It's round two. We've got 2 minutes left in the round. 2 minutes left in round two. It's a featherweight bout. If you guys know who Chris Hernandez is, he had a reputation at bantamweight for beating up the up and comers. Your Cameron Simon, he beat him. He beat a couple other contenders, man, up and coming contenders at bantamweight. But he did have a problem with his weights. He used to miss weights a lot at bantamweight, so he decided to move up to featherweight. This is a tough test for him, man. Andre Touchfili has been in the UFC for a long time. Faced guys like Max Holloway, Dan Ige, Bryce Mitchell. He's faced the best that's featherweights. Andre Touchfili has never been able to kind of crack the, you know, your top 10 at featherweight, but he's always lost to the best. This fight between Andre Touchfili versus Chris Hernandez, it's a striker's delight, man. Like right now, Andre Touchfili is throwing haymakers. Everything he's throwing is looking to end Chris Hernandez. 40 seconds left in round two. Jab by Andre Touchfili. Both guys are fighting. It's an orthodox stance. Chris Hernandez, man, he looks to be. He's kind of got like a mark on his left eye, so he's got a mark on his left eye, but he's bleeding on his right eye. So yeah, man, Andre Touchfili, he's really touching up Chris Hernandez right now. No pun intended. It's a high-paced fight. Again, guys, we're live. UFC Fight Night, Dolidze versus Hernandez. Please subscribe. I need to get my subscribers up. If you love MMA, if you love the UFC, this is what I do. I live stream fight nights, pay-per-view cards. Next week we've got a big one. We've got Dricus versus Khamzat Chimaev going down in Chicago. As you know, I am rooting for Dricus. He's our champion. He's our South African champion. So hopefully he gets the job done. But right now, we're back live for the third, and we're still live for the third and final round. Christian Hernandez versus Andre Touchfili. They touch gloves, and here we go. Chris throws a jab. Andre Touchfili throws a left hook. Another hook by Touchfili. We've got Dominic Cruz in the commentary. It's good to see him back. I know we had a few surgeries he had to do. He had to retire because the surgeries were getting too much for him. and he couldn't keep up with the young guys anymore. You know, MMA is a young man's game, so it was good to see him kind of, as much as he was facing injuries, but it was kind of good to see him walk away from the sports, not, getting knocked out or submitted like other legends get done. But yeah, Touchy Feely versus Christian Hernandez. Man, Touchy Feely just keeps landing that jab. Like that left jab from Touchy Feely is has been landing all night long. Because Christian Rodriguez seems to keep his hands down when he's fighting. He doesn't really put his hands up to his chin. It's kind of like Vinicius Oliveira keeps the hands down and moves forward. So he takes a lot of strikes. They're on the ground right now. We've got Touchy Feely on the top position. Rodriguez scrambling to get back up. But Touchy Feely's got the back. They are back up, but Touchy Feely's got his back. Takedown by Touchy Feely. I see you guys, Jax. I see you, random guy watching shorts. I see you. Yeah, man, we're live. UFC Fight Night. Dolidze versus Hernandez. Again, guys, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get my subscribers up. Getting to 1,000 subscribers this month. So go ahead and subscribe, man. Game in round 3. Andre Fili versus Rodriguez. Andre Touchfili versus Rodriguez. With 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in round 3. I think Touchy Fili won the first 2 rounds. So Hernandez is to get a submission or a knockout in this round. But that jab, man, that jab from Touchy Fili keeps landing. So it's kind of hard for Rodriguez to stick to his game. Oh, nice elbow by Rodriguez. Takedown by Andre Touchfili. That's high level IQ. That is high level IQ. Whenever you get hurt and you're winning the rounds, you know you've got round 1 in the bag, you've got round 2 in the bag, and then the person you're fighting comes out in round 3 and looks to knock you out. Get a takedown. Forget about the fans. Forget about putting on a great fight. If you get hurt in the 3rd round whilst you're above in the scoreboards, get a takedown, protect yourself. But they're back now. Andre Fili still has the back position. Touchy again looking to take him down. I gotta say this, guys. I think Andre Touchy has one of the best tattoos in the UFC. Like that back tattoo is it's awesome. I don't know if it's like a symbolism for something, but it is awesome. It's up there with you know, there's a lot of guys with cool back tattoos in the UFC. We've got Max Holloway. I know Tony Ferguson is not in the UFC anymore, but he is a UFC legend. He's got one of the best back tattoos. Tom Aspinall. Who else? There's a lot of guys with cool back tattoos, man. But Andre Touchy-Fili's tattoo is looking like it's like some symbol. I don't know what it is, but it's hella cool. But if I had a guess as to who has the best tattoo or the best back tattoo in MMA, it'd be Alexander Volkov. So the fight is over now. It was a fun fight, man. If you like striking, I'm sure you enjoyed that fight. I think Andre Touchfili did enough to win that fight, but I think he won all the rounds. I think he won rounds 1, 2, and 3. So let me try and read your comments really quickly. Madden Splain says, Madon Splain says hello. Hello. Jack says hi. Uh, Damien Living Life says hi. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Okay, guys, we are live. UFC Fight Nights. Dolidze versus Hernandez. Please subscribe to my channel. If you love MMA, if you love the UFC, subscribe to my channel. Where you guys watching live from? I'm in South Africa right now. It is 2 a.m. Uh, the last fight night before UFC 319. So I had to be live, man. I had to be live. So let's hear the decision. Andre Tachfili versus Christian Hernandez. Wow, it's a split decision. Yeah, Tachfili. I did think that Tachifili did enough to win the fight. I don't know how the other judge saw Christian Hernandez winning the fight. I mean, it wasn't really competitive. It didn't need to be a split decision. That should have been a unanimous decision, 30-27 or 30-28 for Andre Tachfili. But it's good to see him get the W, man. Like I like guys that have sad stories, Charles Oliveira, all these guys that have sad stories and end up getting the W. Tachifili, I think he talked about losing a baby or his wife having a miscarriage the last time he was in the octagon and he won. So to see his wife in the crowd with the baby, you know, it's cool. And congrats to him, man. That jab was landing all night long, so it was a good win for him. Christian Hernandez, I think he needs to move back down to bantamweights and get a proper nutritionist to help him with his weight cuts because these guys at featherweights are going to be big for him. Andre Tachifili is not the biggest featherweight in the world, but he did look big against Christian Hernandez. You could see that, you know, Tachifili is much bigger than him. But yeah, man, Tachifili got the W. Congrats to him. It was a nice fight. Got Max Griffin in the crowd. Well, halfway done with the main card. It's crazy. I mean, I know I'm late to the party. I was late to the main card. Again, guys, if you love MMA, you love the UFC, subscribe to my channel, Zar-Kombat. Everything MMA, live streams, live reaction, breaking. Okay, let's see the UFC fight nights. China, we've got Johnny Walker versus Xingming Yang. Brian Ortega's back against Aljamain Sterling. Sergey Pavlovich is also back. The White Ngannou, third ranked heavyweights versus Valdo Cortez Acosta. We've got Surudari Jing. He had that crazy war against Surudai Ring versus Kevin Borjas. Surudai Darajing had that crazy war against can't remember his name, but it's good to see him back. It's a great main card. But breaking news, boys. Xing Ming is back for UFC China. Xing Ming obviously got the crazy knockouts, head kick KO last year. Um, Dr. Knockouts. It's what some people were calling her, Dr. Knockouts. We wanted to see her fight. Uh, she is back for UFC China. She's fighting Bruna Brazil. Bruna Brazil, man, great striker. She's been around for a while now at the women's strawweight division, but I'm just happy to see Xing Ming back. Xing Ming back. Xing Ming is back. So it's good to see her back, man. I wish we would have fought. I wish we would have fought earlier. But again, we have to remember she is a doctor and she doesn't want her parents to know that she's a UFC fighter. But it's good to see her back. She went viral last year. So hopefully people still remember who she is and they're happy to see her back. Smooth operator is saying show us the fights. I can't show you the fight, man. If I show you the fights, even the volume has to be down now because I'm watching it live. The UFC are gonna cancel the live stream, you know. So best I can do for you guys is commentate for you and tell you what's going on with the fights. We've got Dolidze versus Hernandez going down a couple minutes from now, maybe an hour from now. There's not a lot of time left for the entire pay-per-view. It is 2:30 a.m. right now where I'm at, and Hernandez versus Dolidze maybe will be live at around say maybe 3:30. So maybe an hour from now we'll see the main card. We'll see the main events rather. But right now we've got Angela Hill, the strawweight gold. In my opinion, she's had the most fights at strawweights. She's back and she's fighting a young and hungry. Don't know how to pronounce her name. She's back. Angela Hill versus wait, let me see her name one more time. Angela Hill versus Ishmin Lucindo. Ismin Lucindo. Ismin Lucindo went viral when Joe Rogan called her a man. He called her a young man when she was fighting on some pay-per-view. I can't remember which one, but Angela Hill is back. I think she has custom shorts. I don't know whether she actually does or she was trolling. She does not have custom shorts. She was trolling. Uh, I did think it was weird that she got custom shorts before some champions did. She was just trolling us on Instagram. She does not have custom shorts. She's wearing purple shorts, but they do look good on her. My favorite color is purple, so I think purple looks good on everything. But yeah, man, Hill at 40 years old, still going strong. I remember she had that war against Mackenzie Dunn in the Apex I think it was a lot like last year or the year before, I don't know. But it was a main event, and I didn't want to watch that fight because I don't like women's MMA, but I remember it was a war, like it was a striking war. Like they went 5 rounds just trying to kill each other. But yeah, Angela Hill, she's back, a former Invicta champion. Again, most wins in UFC strawweights history. She's got 12 wins, and she's got the third most significant strikes in UFC history, 2,122 strikes. It's crazy. Like she's right up there with your Max Holloways and all these volume fighters. So as much as she doesn't really do damage with her punches, but she's always gonna be there in your face to try and kill you. That's Angela Hill. 40 years old, man, still going strong. So she's fighting a young woman. She's walking out right now with the cross. She's got Jesus on her side. So just because Lucindo is walking with the cross, I have to give her the W, man. Like, how can you beat someone that's, basically walking with Jesus? But yeah, man, Isman Lucindo, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She's one out of 19 active Brazilian UFC strawweights. It's a lot of Brazilian strawweights, a lot of Brazilians in the company, in the UFC. I don't think there were so many in the strawweight division. But yeah, man, she's back. She's the young fighter. She's got the more devastating power in her hands. And as much as she doesn't always get the win, but every time she's in the octagon, it's always a fun fight. It's always a fun fight. She always goes for the finish. That's what I love about Brazilians. That's what I love about UFC Brazilians is I don't think there's a boring Brazilian fighter in the UFC right now. Let's go. So the youngest female fighter on the current UFC roster at 23 years old is Mean Lucindo. She's got the fifth highest significant strike defense among active UFC strawweights at 61.4%, and she's got a 12 out of 5 UFC takedown ratio. So that just shows you, man, she's not just a striker. She loves to strike, but she's not just a striker. She's got good takedown defense, and she's got some wrestling in she's got some wrestling in her game. She's also got cool tattoos. Got like that big butterfly tattoo. That's new. She didn't have that tattoo the last time she was fighting. It's kind of cool. 23 years old, man. 23 years old. That's very young. And to be fighting a legend like to be fighting a legend of her division at 23 years old shows that she's on the right path, and she's really climbing the ranks. So another interesting fact against Ismin versus Lucindo versus Angela Hill. Lucindo, 23 years old. Angela Hill, 40 years old. Lucindo, youngest fighter on the UFC, youngest female UFC fighter, and Hill is the oldest fighter on tonight's card. That is crazy. They've both got a height of 5-inch heights. They both made weights, and Lucindo has a 2-inch reach over Angela Hill. Again, man, Angela Hill has been around for a very long time. She's got the most UFC fights on the card tonight. She's got 27 fights in the UFC. She's up there with Kevin Holland, a very, very active fighter. Angela Hill, man, a legend. She should have got her custom shorts just because she's such a legend in the division. But yeah, let's go. Round one. Yeah, boys. Sorry for that. We're live. Angela Hill versus Lucindo. I've got Lucindo in this one. She's the younger fighter. She's more aggressive, definitely faster. So I think she gets the dub, man. Again, guys, if you love MMA, if you love the UFC, please subscribe to my channel. I want to get my subscribers up. Um, we're trying to get the subscribers up, man. We're looking for 1,000 subscribers before the end of August. So yeah, man. And again, next week I will be live again. Dracos Duplessis versus Khamzat Chimaev, the biggest fight of the year. So hopefully I see you guys again next week. Lucindo's got they're in the clinch right now. Angela Hill looking for a guillotine. So let me read some of the comments right now because I know we all don't love women's MMA. You've got Last King present. Shout out from South Africa. You look local. God bless. Yeah, man, I am local. I live in Durban, so I want to know where you're from. And yeah, man, shout out to you, Last King present, my South African brother. Thank you for the support. We've got Smooth Operator. Smooth Operator saying wena waseningamzim, which translates to you're from here, you're from my country. That is right, Smooth Operator. Salute la ukhona. Ngiyabonga ukuthi ube kuma-comment ami ngaseThekwini, man. Fohambethe. Smooth Operator again. Manje ucabangani ngento eyenziwa uMinister of Sports and Culture ku-Open Chats? Smooth Operator, yazi angazi mfethu. I don't really know. I saw it trending online that I don't know, they got cancelled on CV or something, but I don't really know the backstory, so I'm gonna comment, bro. I'm angazi nam. Last King present, you look like you're holding back tears. What's wrong, King? All shall be well. Don't lose hope. Nah, man, I'm not holding back any tears. I'm just like, I'm really tired right now. Got back from work late yesterday, and I did tell you guys that I was gonna be live for Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez, and the reason why I kind of look like I've got tears in my eyes is because I'm just tired. You know, I woke up late for the main card, but I did keep my promise. I am live for you guys, and I just have wet eyes, man. Yeah. Kinky Spicy Foreskin King is saying, "Is there no electricity?" There is. It's just it's not the right kind of bulb. I need to get a brighter light. This is the one that saves electricity, kind of like the white lights, but there is electricity. Another comment from Kinky Spicy Foreskin King. Where did you go? Just had to get something real quick, but I'm back. Kinky Spicy King again. Why is there just eyes and no heads? I don't get that one. Jamal Ranks is Jamal Ranks or Ranks, however you pronounce your name. Trolling, calling me a crackhead, whatever, bro. Still love you for supporting me. Like, subscribe to my channel. Again, UFC Fight Nights, Dolidze versus Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez. We're in the apex, but right now we've got a strawweight bout versus Lucindo versus Angela Hill. Lucindo, the number 8 ranked strawweight, versus Angela Hill, who is the number 12 ranked strawweight. Really thought Lucindo would take fights that but I thought Lucindo, Lucindo is one of the best fighters in the division right now. I think that she needs to fight people that are above her in the ranks. But when you're a young fighter and you want to make a name for yourself, you fight the legends of your division. And Angela Hill, whether we want to accept it or not, is a legend in the featherweight division. Not the featherweights, I mean in the strawweights, the women's strawweight division. She's a legend there. So I understand why Lucinda took the fight. Again, guys, if you love MMA, you love the UFC, subscribe to Zar-Kombat. Zarkombat. Straight out of Durban, South Africa. Like, subscribe, and keep hitting up the comments, man. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what time it is where you guys are from. Right now, it's 3 a.m. in South Africa. This is what we have to do, man. We're kind of like the European fans. We have to stay up late for the fights. It's a live stream, and I am reading your comments, guys. So next week I will have brighter electricity for you, so you can see me properly. Um, I am getting new equipment, so stay tuned. We're in round two, Lucindo versus Angela Hill. Angela Hill throws a spinning back kick, throws a crazy high kick, misses. She's got the guillotine. She's going for a guillotine. I think it's in. I think it's in, guys. I think the guillotine is in. A standing guillotine. Knees by Angela Hill. Another knee. Massive elbow by Angela Hill. Lucindo doesn't really look like herself. She's normally more aggressive when she's in there. I think she's respecting Angela Hill way too much. And it's not something she can afford to do because she's higher than her in the rankings. Oh, crazy elbow by Lucindo. Left hook. Kind of looking like Baby Bolton with the left hook. And again, man, Alex Pereira Bolton is back in October 4th, UFC 320. He's getting the belt back. Alex Pereira is getting the belt back at UFC 320. Cannot wait for that one. Again, round two, Lucindo versus Angela Hill. Not the funnest fight. Uh, Again, another left hook by Lucindo. Right. Yeah, they're just kind of they're in the clinch right now and they're exchanging knees to the body, but they're back in the middle of the cage. Nice right hand by Lucindo. Man, Angela Hill, we have to remember Angela Hill is 40 years old. 40 years old. And still fighting the best in the division. She does look a step slower than Lucindo. Lucindo, 23 years old. The future of the division. Do wish that Lucindo maybe could pick up a volume because she is faster than Angela Hill. She's got more power than her. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in round one. Angela Hill throws the rights and misses. 40 seconds left in round 2. They're in the clinch. Lucindo's got the back. Nice elbow from Angela Hill and against the fence. Takedown from Lucindo. 20 seconds left in round 2. Try and see your comments and because yeah, man, women's MMA is not for me. I'll be back, guys. So that's the end of round 2. We're going on to round 3. I think right now Lucindo is up 2 rounds. It's not the best fights. It's not even a competitive fight. It's kind of jabs, jabs, jab. Left hook from Lucindo. Clinch. End of the round, they come back. Jab, jab, jab. Big left hook from Lucindo. Clinch. And then now it's round 3 and it's going to be the same thing again. I don't get how some people enjoy women's MMA, but like at the top of the divisions, like we've got your, your Zhang Weili, your Valentina Shevchenko, your Natalia Silva, and all the other women's divisions. You've got your Alexa Grasso. So they always have fun fights, but like at the bottom of the division, in all of women's MMA, Lucindo coming out strong, throwing crazy hooks. She's gonna gas out. Body kick by Angela Hill. Right hand by Angela Hill. Another left hook by Lucindo. Flying knee by Lucindo. Wow. I thought Angela Hill would be takedown attempt by Angela Hill. Lucindo gets back up. They're in the clinch. They break. Nice right hook by Lucindo. The hooks, man, they keep landing. Another hook, another right by Lucindo. Oh, Angela Hill throws a spinning elbow and misses. Lucindo takes it down. She's got the top position. We've got 3 minutes left in round 3. I think we can already say that Ismain Lucindo has already won this fight. I don't think that Angela Hill can come back. She's not gonna knock her out. She's not gonna submit her. Again, man, guys, we have to remember Angela Hill is 40 years old. 40 years old. Lucindo 23. So that's a big gap in age. Lucindo way faster, way stronger, much more powerful, that's for sure. Every time she lands that left hook, it hurts Angela Hill. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in round 3. They're still on the ground. Lucindo looking like she's chasing a submission, but she is comfortable on top. She knows that she's up on the scoreboard, so she's not gonna really risk a lot. Angela Hill, she's not trying to get back up. 2 minutes left in round 3. They're still on the ground. Lucinda's on top, chasing a submission. I think she might be looking for a Das or maybe what do you call this submission? Ampa, Ampa, or the Brock Lesnar submission where kind of look to break the hand. Or she's got side control. Lucinda's got side control. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in round three. 50 seconds left in round three. Lucinda's still on top. They're still on the ground. Not a lot of action, but I think it's a clear win for Lucindo. That's a great W for her because Angela Hill, man, she's a legend of the strawweight division. She she's been in the division since I think it started, but you know, Father Time gets to everyone, and I think it's getting to her. 40 years old. MMA is a young person's game. 10 seconds left in round three. Crazy ground and pound by Lucindo. Heavy elbows from the ground. 4 seconds, 2 seconds. Fight is done. I think that's a comfortable win for Ismain Lucindo. She respected Angela Hill way too much in this fight, but she got the job done. Should be a unanimous decision for her. I think maybe 30-27 or 29-28. Unanimous decision. But yeah, Ismain Lucindo didn't have to get the W. That was her fight. Yeah, man. I'm still live. UFC Fight Nights. Roadman Dolidze. Let me hear the scoreboards for this one. Ismain Lucindo versus Angela Hill. Yeah, unanimous decision for Ismain Lucindo. It was a comfortable win for her. She won all the rounds. Angela Hill did not have anything for her. Great win for her. A win over a division of the a legend of the division. So congratulations to Ismain Lucindo. Hopefully we get to see her fights against the top contenders at strawweight. But before she can get to the top five, because I feel like the strawweight division is the most stacked women's division in my opinion. Like you've got obviously Zhang Weili as the champion. You've got Natalia Silva coming up. No, not Natalia Silva. You've got yeah, man. Listen, the division is stacked. I can't remember all the names right now. You've got Vivichiro, whoever. She's fighting for the belt next against Zhang Weili. It's a stacked division, man. So like her I don't think that her fight style would really be effective against the top five in the division. Um, so I think she needs to get back to work, man. Get back to work before she can get back, before she can get a higher ranked fight. But again, a massive win for her against the legend of the division. So congratulations to Usman, Lucindo. Hopefully we'll see her back late this year or maybe early next year. Paolo Pohachino Costa in the crowd. Paolo. Just wanted to see your comments really quickly. I know you can't see me properly. Um, I think I read all the comments. So we've got the promo. We've got the promo for Duplessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Dracus Duplessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. It's gonna be such a great fight, man. That will be such a great fight. Again, man, I'm still leaning towards Dricus, and maybe I'm being biased because I am South African and Dricus is our boy, and we want him to bring the UFC over here for us. But even other than that, man, I don't see how Hamza Chimaev can win. Maybe if he gets a early submission. But yeah, man, Dricus is as tough as they come. Dricus is the toughest guy in the middleweight division, and it's going to be a hard fight for Hamzat. Hard fight for Dricus as well. Like, can he, like that pressure in round one? Can he deal with that? I don't know. Like, there's so many questions. I love when we get fights like this, like these, and you know, we know it's going to be competitive, and we don't know who's going to win. I can't wait until next week, man. I cannot wait until next week, Saturday. Don't even think I'm gonna sleep next week, man. It's such a big fight, not just for the UFC, but for our country, you know. Because if Dricus wins this fight, guys, if Dricus wins this fight, he becomes one of the biggest stars in the company. And you know, when you have a massive star, you have to bring the UFC to their country. You just have to. It has to be done. And you know, the PFL brought. They came here to South Africa back in July, and so you know, if the PFL can come here, then the UFC has to come here. They have to. If they have a UFC champion that's from South Africa and they know that there's a demand for the UFC to come here, um, they just have to. So Dricus gets the job done. The UFC comes here. Even if he does lose, I feel like they may bring a fight night over here. And because Dricus is, if he does lose, he's still the number one contender, so he can have a number one contender fights here. But the UFC has to come in, man. They have to. They don't have an option. UFC, please do the right thing. Dana White, Tanisa Campbell, you have to come to South Africa. UFC 319, big fight, man. Big fight next week. I will be live for that one. I'll be live streaming again next week with better lights, and I'll be live, man. I'll be live. Drake is also, I think Drake is low key has the best resume in the division right now. Such a massive fight. Such a massive fight next year. No, next week. Next week. And it's good to see Khamzat Chimaev fighting outside of Abu Dhabi. Gang, guys, we're still live. UFC Fight Nights. Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez. For the co-main event coming up, Steve Usyk versus All Day Osborne. It's good to see Steve Usyk fights a guy he can beat. You know, the UFC gave him like the UFC have been giving him like all these top ranked fighters. You know, he fought the champion, Alexandre Pantoja. It was a close fight. And then he fought Kai Kara France, got knocked out. So it's good to see him back against someone in the lower ranks of the division, really to kind of get his momentum back up. Astro Boy, I think this is an easy win for him. I don't think Arte Osborne brings anything to the table. For Steve Usyk, Steve Usyk is going to be too slick on the feet. I think he's got the better ground game than Arte Osborne. Arte Osborne maybe could get maybe a flying knee. He throws some crazy shit. So we'll see. Arte Osborne making the walkout. Arte Osborne, 1 out of 5 Jamaican-born fighters in the UFC. We know Aljamain Sterling is one of them. Randy Brown is one of them. I'm not sure who the others are. Gang boys, we're still live. Uh, UFC fight nights. It is the early AM. Let me see what time is it now. It is 3:17 South African time. Steve Usyk has made the walk. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's got the ninth highest significant strike rates in UFC flyweights history. Uh, Former Eternal MMA flyweight champion. That's great. Steve Usyk is in the cage. Good to see him back. Looks rejuvenated. You can see that he's. I mean, I would assume there's a lot of pressure. As always, you know, cage fighting is not a joke. But I know that he's happy that he's not fighting another high level rank guy. Steve Usyk, 30 years old. Ozzy Osbourne, 33. Ozzy Osbourne has a massive reach over Steve Usyk. 72-inch reach for Ozzy Osbourne. 68-inch reach for Steve Usyk. Both guys made weight. They are the same height. Steve Usyk is the favorite. Ozzy Osbourne, the underdog. See who wins, man. I love this fight. Steve Usyk versus Ozzy Osbourne, round one. Bantamweight bout. Wow. I thought this was Oh, I understand. It was supposed to be a flyweight bout. Both guys are flyweight fighters, but um, Steve Usyk's last opponents had to pull out late, and Ozzy Osbourne couldn't make 125 in time for the fights. So the UFC decided to bump the fights up in weights and make it a bantamweight fight. So I understand now. I understand. But anyway, man, both guys do look bigger. Um, they will be faster, and the knockout power will be heavier. because they want. Oh, left hand by Ote Osborne. He's looking faster than Steve Ercik, but this is Ote Osborne's fight style. This is what he does. Always in round one, he comes out and very aggressive, pressures forward. Oh, some nasty oblique kicks from Ote Osborne. Yeah, Ote Osborne looking very quicker than Steve Ercik, but Steve Ercik still making his reads. I love that Steve Ercik hasn't fought since last year when he got knocked out. It was a brutal knockout for him. So I'm happy that he took the time to recover. He was very smart in doing that. That was the right choice for him. Because, Ode Osborne, he touches guys early on in fights and they get hurt. He knocks them down. Sometimes he get knocks out. He knocks them out. But Ode Osborne has been touching Steve Ercik in this fight, and Steve is taking them properly. So the chin is recovered. Oh, knockdown! Knockdown for Ode Osborne. It's crazy. Just as I was saying that, I was just saying that Ode Osborne has massive knockout power for a guy his size, and he knocks down Steve Ercik. Steve Ercik desperately looking for a takedown. Ode Osborne just throwing hammers at him. Oh wow, ground and pound by Ode Osborne. Steve Ercik desperate for the takedown right now. Wow. Listen, if this fight goes past the first round, Osborne is gonna have a problem. Ode Osborne is gonna have a problem with his cardio. He has had issue with his cardio before because everything is he's just throwing everything so fast. But there's still a minute and 21 seconds left in round one. He's got the back. Ode Osborne has Steve Ercik's back. He's got a minute and 10 seconds left in the first round. He's got enough time to work. Okay, they get back up. Steve Ercik gets the trip. He's got the top position. Wow. Now he's throwing his own ground and pound. He's looking for submission. He's looking for a rear naked choke. He's got a neck crank. He's got a face crank. 40 seconds left in round one. 30 seconds left in the first round. What a fight. What a high paced fight. 20 seconds left in the first round. Ode Osborne has the top position now. What a back and forth fight. Beautiful transitions. 10 seconds left in the first round. What a fight. Steve Ercik gets back up. Ode Osborne throws a high kick. That's the end of round one. What a first round. What a first round. Um, that was crazy. That was crazy. Ode Osborne out of the gates. Was that's his fight style. That's who Ode Osborne is. He comes out. He's very aggressive. He throws a lot. He's always active in the first round. He doesn't really waste any time trying to figure out his opponents and does his you know doesn't really read his opponent much. He just goes out there in the first round and is just aggressive. As soon as that bell rings, he's in your face. He's trying to hurt you. He did get the knockdown. I think that was enough to get him the round. Um, but let's see. He did throw a lot of strikes. Let's see if his cardio is gonna keep up with. Let's see how his cardio is gonna be, man. There was a lot of volume he threw in the first round. That was a crazy first round. Round two. Round two, Otto Osborne versus Steve Usyk. Otto Osborne definitely got the first round. I think the knockdown gave him the round. I think he was a lot faster. He did more damage on the ground. So that was his round. Let's see what Steve Usyk has in round two. Okay, man, I think Otto Osborne really massive has improved his cardio a lot. Still bouncing around. His mouth is closed. He doesn't really seem drained at all. Steve Usyk again making his reads. He puts his, you know, Steve Usyk. I think he's got one of the best styles in the UFC. But one thing um, that's always an issue with him is, as much as his right side is always against his chin, he protects his right side, but it's the left side that's an issue. Like his left hand is always placed at the bottom. So I'm like, it's kind of great because he's able to sneak in the left hooks, but then at the same time, he's leaving himself open to be, high kicked on the left side, or, you know, uh, one of the guys throws an overhand, they can reach his left side, kind of like what Kai Kara France did last year at UFC 305. They're in the clinch right now, 3 minutes and 10 seconds into round two. I know Ode Osborne is tired. I know Ode Osborne is tired, that's for sure. He came out very aggressive at the start of round two. Was aggressive for 5 straight rounds in round one. I know the guy's tired. Still bouncing around though. Oh, massive right hand from Steve Usyk, getting the distance. He's found how to connect from a distance. But Steve Usyk definitely needs this round. Oh, crazy high kick by Steve Usyk. Throws and misses. Osborne throws his own high kick and misses. Another left hand by Steve Usyk. Oh, I think there was I think Ote Osborne might be hurt. They're in a clinch right now. Steve Usyk threw a knee in the clinch, and we kind of saw Ote Osborne wincing. I think it was a shot to the liver and hurt him. 50 seconds left in round two. Nice right hand from Steve Usyk. Takedown for Usyk. He doesn't get the takedown. Nice defense by Ote Osborne. Ote Osborne hasn't really thrown much in this round. Again, guys, he came out in round one very, very aggressive, throwing a lot of volume. So, he's got his hands way, way down right now. So we know he's tired. Um, I think, oh, nice left hand for Ote Osborne. 6 seconds left in round two. I think we're 1-1 going into round three. 1-1 going into round three. Ote Osborne got the massive knockdown in the first round. He threw a lot of volume. Round two, Steve Ursic got the takedown. He landed some beautiful, beautiful punches that connected, and Ozzy Osbourne um, wasn't as active as the first round. So I'd give the second round to Steve Ursic for sure, which only means that we're 1-1 going into round three. And Ozzy Osbourne is drained. He is drained right now. He's got his mouth way open in the corner. Um, this is crazy. He's got Aljamain Sterling in his corner. Listen, Ozzy Osbourne either needs to be very, very active in this round, or just, he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, so we can take him down and try and go for a submission. Steve Usyk, the fresh guy, that's for sure. Again, a lot of pressure. It's the start of round three. Ozzy Osbourne with the pressure in Steve Usyk's face. Steve Usyk throws a massive right and misses. Oh, nice left hook. No, it was a right hook from Ozzy Osbourne. This is it, man. It all comes down to who wants to fight more. They're 1-1 going into the third round. Who wants this fight? Who wants to win? Who wants to fight more? Whoever does more in this round wins the fight. That's a nice right hand by Usyk. Osbourne again in his face. He needs to throw. He needs to throw. Or you throw a left hand there. That was a nice left hand for Ozzy Osbourne. But Ozzy Osbourne has to be way more active in this round. He can't just bounce around the octagon and expect to win. I think his corner told him that they're 1-1 going into the third fight. Nice right hook ball from Ozzy Osbourne. I think both guys know that it's 1-1 going into round three. So who wants to fight more? Who really wants to win? That's all this round comes down to. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. It's round two, round three, third and final round. Oh, you know, Steve Usyk is so sharp with his hands, man. He like you kind of he'll be in your face, feint, feint, pop, feint, feint, pop. That's why I like his style. Like swing and miss. Takedown attempt from Steve Usyk. Does it get the takedown? He gets the takedown. Steve Usyk gets the takedown. He's looking for, or he's got the mount position now. That was a beautiful transition by Steve Usyk from the back to the mount. That was beautiful. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left into the third round. Ozzy Osbourne is looking like he's gassed. I don't see him getting up. He's looking at his corner right now. He's breathing heavily. Uh, he's gassed, man. He's gassed. I don't see him getting up from this bottom position right now. But it all comes down to this round. Third and final round. Usyk still has the mount position with minutes and 50 seconds left into round three. I'd like to see Usyk go for more ground and pound or chase more submissions. Looking like he's looking for a Dar stroke, I think it is. Oh, he's looking for a rear naked choke. No, he doesn't have it. But he's got the right hook in. He's looking to control. He's looking to take Ozzy Osbourne's back. He takes his back. Wow. Steve Usyk takes Ozzy Osbourne's back. We are 1 minute and 10 seconds left into round 3. He's got one hand around the neck. He needs to get that right hand free, and he's got the rear naked choke in. But Ozzy Osbourne has his right hand. He's holding his hand for his life. Wow. Osbourne gets up. He's looking for his own takedown. Steve Urso gets the trip. Nice. Ozzy Osbourne got back up. Steve Urso got the trip. He still got the top position. Ground and pound from Steve Ursic. $20 left in round 3. What a high level grappling fight. Huge ground and pound from Steve Ursic. He's still looking for that rear naked choke. It's in. It's in. It's in. It's in. Is he gonna tap? He's gonna tap. Oh, it gets out. Wow, what a fight. What a fight. What a fight. Listen, man, these flyweights. I can't believe that Dana White wanted to get rid of this division a couple years ago. They put on massive, massive fights every time they're in there. What a fight. Ozzy Osbourne versus Steve Ursic. Legendary fight. I want to hear the scoreboards. Again, guys, we are live. UFC Fight Nights. Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez. Steve Ursic versus Ozzy Osbourne just went to war. Ozzy Osbourne definitely got the first round just because of the ground and pound. Not the ground and pound, I mean the knockdown. Steve Ursic got round 2. He was very active in that round. Round 2 was his. And the third round, I'll have to give it to Steve Ursic for sure, who's much more active. So let's see the scorecards. I think Steve Ursic did enough to win. It's a unanimous decision. It's a unanimous decision for Steve Ursic. I did think he won 2 out of the 3 rounds, round 2 and 3. But to hear that it was a unanimous decision, 28-27 across all scoreboards. No, 29-28 across all scoreboards, which means that all the judges gave Steve Ursic round 1, which is insane. It is crazy that Steve Ursic got the first round. I don't know how he got the first round because he got knocked down. And not only did he get knocked down, but Ozzy Osbourne was way more active in that round. He threw a lot of strikes. He was just much more active than he was. But you never know how these judges judge the fight. We're just spectators. We're just fans of the sports. But I'm the right guy won, that's for sure. Steve Ursic won 2 out of the 3 rounds. So it's good to see him get the W, man. It's good to see him back in the win column. Seeing him struggle against Ozzy Osbourne, I don't know how to feel about that because Ozzy Osbourne not really one of the top guys in the division, but I thought it would be like a decisive win for Steve Ursic. But again, we have to remember he did take this fight. I think it was on 2 weeks' notice. Not sure who Steve Usyk was gonna fight before. I know his opponent pulled out. I'm not sure who the guy was, but for getting a fight on 2 weeks' notice, it was a fun fight. It was a fun fight. It was a competitive fight, and we move on to the main event of the evening, a middleweight bout between Roman Dolidze, the Georgian, and Anthony Hernandez. I just know that this is going to be like to all the guys out there that are fans of um, to all the guys that like the grappling aspects of MMA. I think this is what this is going to be. Both guys don't really like to strike a lot, and when they do, it doesn't really look nice. It's kind of a, Roman Dolidze, he's got one of the sloppiest strikings in the division. I'm not being harsh, man. That's just what I think. Anthony Hernandez doesn't have the best striking as well, but the grappling is insane for both guys. Roman Dolidze trains with Khamzat Chimaev. Anthony Hernandez can take down, or rather, I should say, he can submit any of the top fighters in the division. That's for sure. Best grappler in the division, in my opinion. So I think all these strikers, man, the Israel Adesanyas, your Skarab Bullets, Magomedov, all these strikers, your MVP, your not Renier Derrida, but all these other guys, man, that love striking in the middleweight division should not take a fight against Anthony Hernandez. Because if he gets you down, man, he will submit you. He will submit you. Best grappler in the division by sure, by far. Again, guys, it is Zar-Kombat. If you love MMA, you love the UFC, you love everything MMA, subscribe to my channel. We've got breaking news. I posted a couple videos late last night. One on Islam Makhachev retiring, and the other one is my reaction to Charles Oliveira versus Rafael Faziev. So if you haven't checked those out, please go check them out. I think you'll enjoy them. I will be posting more videos later on tonight. Well, not tonight, today, actually. When the main event is done and I do my reviews on the card, I'll be posting more videos. Really, really need to get my subscribers up. I want to get my subscribers up, so you guys make sure, please, man, subscribe to Zar Combat. Everything MMA related, everything UFC related, everything PFL related, everything Bellator related. Subscribe to my channel. It is Zar-Kombat, Zarkombat. That's the channel. Anthony Hernandez is making the walk. Yeah, boys. It's still live. UFC Fight Night. Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Dolidze. Anthony Hernandez has officially made the walk. Let's see the stats. He's tied. Uh, Anthony Hernandez has officially entered the cage. So let's read the stats on Anthony Hernandez. Let's see. He is tied. Anthony Hernandez is tied for the second longest, rather, second longest active win streak in the current middleweight division. He has the highest significant strike accuracy in UFC middleweight history at 63%. He was awarded UFC. He was awarded the UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series season two, which was in 2018. So yeah, high caliber fighter. This Anthony Hernandez. He's been around for a while. Um, he's in the best shape I've ever seen him in. He's definitely in the best shape. He's looking like he's getting a six pack there. Usually he comes into fights and he's a bit chubby. I'm not trolling. I'm not being harsh. It's just what I've seen from him. So him being in peak form, excuse me, shows that he's taking his fights very, very seriously. He's taking his fight very, very seriously, and he really wants to take Dolidze's position in the top 10 in the middleweight division. Roman Dolidze is making the walk. He's one out of three active Georgian UFC fighters. Um, yeah, Georgia, man, Georgia has got obviously Roman Dolidze. You've got Ilya Tuporia. You've got Tuporia's brother, and then you've got the champ Marab Dvalishvili. I think those are the three fighters out of Georgia, and yeah, those are the three fighters. Let's read the stats on Roman Dolidze. He is making the walk. He's about to enter the cage. Another crazy thing is I feel like I watch a Roman Dolidze fights like every 4 months. He's a he's very, very active. He likes to stay active. He's not the biggest middleweight. I think he could make welterweights if he wanted to. I just think he doesn't wanna drain himself. So let's read the stats. Roman Dolidze is on a three-fight win streak. He's got the seventh most knockouts among active UFC fighters, which is four. Very, very impressive. Finished 11 of 15 wins, eight by knockouts, three by submissions. Wow, he's got a lot of knockouts. For a guy who's known mostly for his ground game, he's got heavy hands. He's got Marab Dvalishvili in the corner. Let's go. He has entered the cage. Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez is now official. Both guys are in the cage. They are staring each other off. Stoic, Boaton type stare down. Can't wait, man. Here we go. Again, boys, we are live. Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Dolidze. They're in the cage. They are ready for war. Cannot wait. Anthony Hernandez. Oh, Anthony Hernandez is in the top 10. I thought he was below the top 10. Anthony Hernandez, the 10th ranked fighter or middleweight fighter in the world. Roman Dolidze, the 8th ranked fighter in the world. Anthony Hernandez with the family in the corner. He cannot afford to lose. Roman Dolidze cannot afford to lose. When you're doing all these training camps, these guys, they spend a lot of money. They spend a lot of time away from their family, and you can never really afford to lose once you're in there, unless they're like a Conor McGregor who has already you know made all the money they can in the sport and doesn't need to fight. But it's a big fight for both these guys. I think the winner of this fight could most likely fight Robert Whitaker. Robert Whitaker lost to Renier Derrida last week. He is Robert Whitaker currently is the seventh ranked middleweight in the world. So we've got the number 8 guy in Roman Dolidze, and we've got the number 10 guy in Anthony Hernandez. So if either guy, whoever gets the W in this one, and if it's very impressive, could most likely fight. I think the winner of this fight fights Robert Whitaker at the beginning of next year. I heard there's a fight night coming to Australia, and I know Whitaker definitely wants to be on that fight card. He does not want to miss that fight card. So it's a big opportunity for both guys, man. You win this fight, and you get the former champion, and then from there you're just one fight away from fighting for the belt. Because right now we've got the middleweight division is really busy right now. We had Renier Derrida versus Robert Whitaker last week, and then now we have Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez, and then next week the middleweight belt is is on the line, and then a couple weeks from that, September. I'm not sure when in September, but in September UFC is going to Paris. Nazardini Mavov versus Khalil Borhalio, number one contender fight. So the middleweight division is very, very busy right now. I think, for my money, I would say that, excuse me, for my money, I would say, oh, nice right hands, but oh, they swinging early. But I was about to say that for my money, the middleweight division is um, the third best division in the UFC. Obviously, the first is the lightweight division, and not even third. I'm sorry, the middleweight is not the third. I think it's the fourth best middleweight, best division in the world. For me, number one, lightweight division, a lot of legends, a lot of big names. And then second is the bantamweight division. Always crazy fights in the bantamweight division. Whenever there's a ranked bantamweight division, ranked bantamweight fights, I uh, I get excited, man. Oh, massive effort by Anthony Hernandez. That was a massive effort by Anthony Hernandez. But yeah, again, best division in the UFC lightweights. Number two, bantamweights. Number three, featherweights, and then number four is the middleweight division for me. These are very exciting times in the middleweight division. We've got Drakus as the champion fighting Khamzat Chimaev next week. Rainier Derrida has broken to the top five. Robert Whitaker is out of the top five for the first time in I think almost a decade now. So all these fighters that are just outside of the top 10 can't get their shots at Robert Whitaker. Um, Israel Adesanya is making a comeback. Oh, Ampa, Nipa, sorry, for Dolidze doesn't get it back to get back up. What a high paced first round. Anthony Hernandez in Roman Dolidze's face, taking a lot of calf kicks, does not care, keeps walking forward, throws a right, misses, throws another right, misses, then they clinch. This is where Anthony Hernandez wants to be. Like, this is his world. He's going to look to take him down and get a submission. That's for sure. That's his style. They break from the clinch, but Anthony Hernandez got a massive elbow in there. Kind of wobbled Roman Dolidze. Dolidze, man, has one of the weirdest styles, I believe. Oh, nice right hand. Listen, listen. Anthony Hernandez did not come to play around. He came to win. Anthony Hernandez is coming out of the first round and he's blazing. He's not here to play, man. He's here to win. What I was saying earlier on is Roman Dolidze's style is one of the most unique styles in the UFC because it looks like he's very very slow and then he kind of touches you with the massive shots and then you hurt and then it looks like he's moving slow and then hits you with the massive shots and you know goes for submission. So it was a crazy first round. Anthony Hernandez definitely won the first round. I'd give the first round to him. But really expanded a lot of volume and a lot of energy trying to get the finish. Still got 5 rounds left. So let's see how tired he is and if he didn't burn out. We are in round two. Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Dolidze. Two top 10 middleweight fighters. Anthony Hernandez is looking for a takedown. Jab by Roman Dolidze. And a jab by Anthony Hernandez. Pressure by Anthony Fluffy Hernandez is insane. Still come out in round two, just throwing and missing, and really wants to take Roman Dolidze's position ahead of him. Oh, oh, they're slinging. These guys are just fighting now. They're throwing their game plan away. What a fight. Right hand by Roman Dolidze. Yeah, man. Dolidze, do not believe that he should be approaching his fights this way. He's really just walking right into Anthony Hernandez's game plan, which is to just you know get him into a striking battle just to take him down and look for submission, which is what's going on right now. But Anthony Hernandez allows him to get back up. They're on the ground. Dolidze breathing heavy. Stiff jab by Fluffy. Leg kick. Nice right hand. Dolidze breathing heavy. Nice elbow by Fluffy Hernandez. Nice knee by Dolidze. Wow. Anthony Hernandez gets him down. Dolidze looking for a leg lock. Does not get the leg lock. They're back up. Again, Anthony Hernandez in his face. What pressure by Anthony Hernandez, man. Can he keep this up for 3 more rounds? I do not think so. But Dolidze looks like he's much more exhausted than him. He's breathing out of his mouth. Oh, nice right hand and a knee to the body by Anthony Hernandez. Oh, left hand by Anthony Hernandez forces Roman Dolidze to run away, like literally run away. What a first 2 rounds by Anthony Hernandez. He's got the guillotine. He's got the guillotine. It's in. No, it's not in. It's not in. I thought he had the guillotine there. Man, it just seems like Roman Dolidze has nothing to offer Anthony Hernandez. And the striking on the ground. Oh, massive ground and pound. Wow. Fight's over. Is it over or is the round over? Yeah, it's not over. It's the end of the round. Wow, that was crazy. Anthony Hernandez thought the fight was over, but it was the end of the round. Wow, that was crazy. Fluffy Hernandez was throwing some massive ground and pound. Herb Dean pulled him off, and he thought the fight was over, but it was literally the end of the round. I don't think he heard the bell. Okay, we're back, round three. There was a crazy end to round two. At the end of the round, the round ended with Anthony Hernandez throwing heavy ground and pound to Bromatilite's face, and then Herb Dean pulled Anthony Hernandez away from um, He pulled Anthony Hernandez away from Roman Dolidze at the end of the round, and for some reason, Anthony Hernandez thought the fight was over, but he didn't hear the bell ring, saying indicating that it was the end of the round. It's crazy that Anthony Hernandez has a better ground, such a higher level, a much higher level ground game than Roman Dolidze, but he keeps on insisting with the striking with Roman Dolidze. I don't know whether he feels like he has a point to prove, because I do think that he could easily submit uh, Roman Dolidze on the ground easily. He did have the guillotine sunk in round two, but chose to just abandon the guillotine and stand up with him. I don't really think like you know, MMA fans are so brutal, so he has been getting dissed online about how bad his stand up is, and he doesn't want to strike with people. So I feel like that's what he's doing now. He's proving a point that I can strike. I am a good striker. I just choose not to, but I don't like that he is striking in this fight. He's so much better on the ground. He could easily get a submission, and these guys, these fighters, they don't get paid to fight they don't get paid by the hour. They get in there, they fight, and then they get paid. Whether the fight is 5 seconds or the fight is 5 rounds, they get paid either way. The same amount of money that they were contracted to get paid. There's no need for Anthony Hernandez to kind of stall this out, but who knows? I think it's just proving that he wants to prove to the MMA fans that he does have some good striking, or at least high level striking, and the best guy to prove that you do have striking against is Roman Dolidze. Not the best striker. Uh, Hands are always down, so I understand why. I understand his game plan. Dominant, dominant, dominant 2.5 rounds from Anthony Hernandez. Roman Dolidze just has nothing, like literally nothing for Anthony Hernandez on the feet, on the ground, against the fence. Nothing for him. Absolutely insane. Gained a massive right hand by Fluffy Hernandez. I still find it crazy that Anthony Hernandez does not want to take this fight to the ground. Ooh, right hand by Anthony Hernandez. He knocks him down. Wow. I mean, I did favor Anthony Hernandez in this fight, but only because I believe that Anthony Hernandez has the better ground game. But it's the striking that's working so well for Anthony Hernandez. It's just it's levels and levels above Roman Dolidze's. Wow, beautiful trip by Anthony Hernandez. And what's funny is he's only chipping him down to let him back up, which must be destroying Roman Dolidze that he's getting dominated so badly. To work for to train hard for like 6 months just to get dominated must be very, very frustrating. They are against the fence now. Yeah, guys, you are still live. It is now 4 a.m. in South Africa. We are watching the UFC Fight Nights. Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez. We're currently watching the main event. Um, it is Zar-Kombat. Like, subscribe. If you love MMA, just everything MMA, everything MMA, everything, all everything and everything MMA. Subscribe to my channel. Zar-Kombat. Zarkombat. That's the handle. Make sure you leave a subscribe button before you scroll down. And if you choose to stay, we are watching the UFC Fight Night. We are live. Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez. It's round 4. It's round 4. Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Dolidze. Anthony Hernandez has been. This is such a dominant performance from Anthony Hernandez. He's making Roman Dolidze just seem like an amateur out there. You know, he doesn't have anything for Anthony Hernandez on the ground, on the feet, against the fence. Massive elbow from Anthony Hernandez. Gets the takedown. Massive round. He has to end this fight now. He's been dominant for 4 straight rounds, or at least 3 straight rounds, because we're in round 4 right now, and we still got 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in round 4. So, Anthony Hernandez has been dominant, but he needs to get the finish now. He needs to stamp uh, a finish on this performance, so we can most likely get a high level fighter next. So you can get your Strickland, your Robert Whitakers, your Adesanyas, because just having a dominant position, a performance rather, won't be enough, or maybe it could be enough. But yeah, man, Dolidze really, really looking like an amateur out there, which is crazy because he's got, Marab Dwelishvili in his corner. But yeah, they're on the ground right now. Anthony Hernandez has the back, and he's just throwing. He's got the back, and he's looking for the hooks. He decides to let Roman Dolidze up. Roman Dolidze, understandably, very, very frustrated. He's been beaten up for like what, 4.5 straight rounds. Oh, Anthony Hernandez gets the finish. Wow, there's a standing rear naked choke. What a performance. Anthony Hernandez gets the standing rear naked choke. That's what he had to do. That is exactly what he had to do. It's exactly what he had to do. He was dominating him for 3 rounds, well, 3.5 rounds. They come out in round 4, still dominating him. So it was clear that he was the better fighter tonight. So we had to really, really get a submission. But again, man, what a performance from Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. He just really, really put it on Roman Dolidze. Yeah, man. Anthony Hernandez gets the W. For an Apex card, I really enjoyed tonight's card. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed today's card. It was fun. It was a fun fight card, and I knew that the main event would deliver, or I should say, I knew that Anthony Hernandez would deliver. That's a very impressive win for him. He's gonna get his hand raised. I hope he calls out Robert Whitaker or he calls out Adesanya or any of these guys. He did this, which shows that maybe he's gonna call out the winner of next week's UFC 319 middleweight title fight. He's not getting the title shots off of Roman Dolidze win, but maybe a win over. I think I would like to see him call out Strickland. That's for sure. He should call out Sean Strickland. That's a winnable fight for him. That is a winnable fight for him. Strickland right now I think is the number. I think he's still in the top three. He's still the top three middleweights in the world. He doesn't have a fight booked. It'd be very wise of it'd be smart for Anthony Fluffy Hernandez to call out Adesanya or Strickland or maybe your Roman Dolidze. No, no, not Roman Dolidze. Your Rania Derrida. All of the top guys. Let's hear his call out. Winner by fifth round submission. Anthony just proved that he is a 5 round fighter. I want to hear who he calls out. He's calling for a title shot. Yeah, Anthony Hernandez just called for a title shot. It was a dominant win over Roman Dolidze. It was a great striking fight. It was a great game plan by Anthony Hernandez. But congrats to him, man. Overall, it was a solid main card. A lot of fun fights. And again, guys, next week it is the big one. Drakus, Still Knox, Duplessis versus Hamzat, Boris Chimaev. Um, I will be live for that fight. I'll be streaming live, so make sure you check me out next week if you're still here. But overall, man, solid main card. UFC fight night. Dolidze versus Hernandez. It was also good to see Steve Usyk get back in the W column after taking so many losses. Massive win for Roman Dolidze for Anthony Hernandez. And that's it, guys. That's it for UFC Vegas Fight Night. Dolidze versus Hernandez. Um, Hernandez, I think one more fight, one or two more fights, and he gets the title shot. One or two more fights, that's for sure. I hope you enjoyed watching UFC Fight Night with me. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. And yeah, guys, as always, I'm always here on Saturdays, or if you're watching from South Africa like me, on Sundays. Let's see. Wow, we've got UFC 319 next week, and then it is UFC Fight Night China, and then we've got UFC Paris, and then we've got Noche UFC. So we are going out of the Apex. We are leaving the Apex for the whole of August for 4 weeks straight. For the next 4 weeks, we are out of the apex. Wow, it's a fun time to be a UFC fan, man. It really is a beautiful time to be a UFC fan. Like all of these main events are going to deliver. Drakes and Hamzat, Walker and Zhang, Imavov and Borhalio, and then Lopez and John Silver. Wow, it's a big time, a fun time, an exciting time to be a UFC fan. An exciting time to be a UFC fan, man. But yeah, guys, that'll be it from me. Again, hope you enjoyed my commentary. Hope you enjoyed spending time with me. Thank you for commenting. Thank you to all the subscribers that I got from today. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the UFC fight night with me as well. It is Zar-Kombat, guys. Please like and continue to subscribe. Continue to like. We're trying to build a massive audience, or a massive page, I should say, rather. We're building a massive page, a massive MMA page. There's a lot of eyes on MMA right now. Here in my country, where I'm from, which is South Africa, we've got a South African champion right now who is looking to bring the UFC to South Africa. The PFL has changed the brought two massive events to our continent, and both of them were in my country. So we're really trying to build this page into something really meaningful that means a lot to other. It means a lot to me. Started this, I think it was like a year ago. Well, not no no not last year, 2 years ago. So it was around 2023. So 2 years in, um, we've done a lot of progress. We've gained a lot of progress rather. We've gained, as I'm seeing Khabib on the screen right now. This was a reaction of him at PFL Cape Town. So I'm gonna have to watch that interview later. But yeah, guys, started the page 2 years ago. Um, Still working hard, still looking, still learning every day, still looking to improve however which way I can. We're building something massive with this page, man. We're building something massive. Zar-Kombat, Zar, the South African currency, combat, obviously being hand-to-hand combat with the cage, just to be creative. But yeah, man, that is the handle, Zar-Kombat. Continue to like, continue to subscribe. I appreciate the support. We are getting new equipment in a couple weeks. That is for sure. I've been saving up a lot of money, so we're getting new equipment. So you guys can, the visual can be much more, can be better. We're getting new lighting for next week, because you guys are saying you can't see me properly. We're getting new lighting. Um, we are improving, man, day by day. I'm continuing to learn. Um, Different locations to shoot videos, that's for sure. Different provinces in the country, we're doing that as well. But yeah, guys, I just hope you're on me on this. I appreciate you for just being on me, or being with me on this journey. To all my subscribers, man, I appreciate. I'm nothing without you guys, that's for sure. I'm nothing without you guys. To everyone who likes and to everyone who comments, again, I appreciate you all. You're just helping me gain more attraction towards this empire that we're starting right now. We're not really starting, that we've been building for the last 2 years. We're continuing to build it back, continuing to build it into something much more bigger, day by day. Now, yeah, guys, the support is massive. I see you all. To my subscribers, thank you. To all my future subscribers, I thank you. I thank you as well. And we are hitting 1,000 subscribers by the end of August. That is the goal. That is the goal that will turn into reality. That is what I'm doing right now. And again, guys, it's been an awesome night. It was a massive fight night in Vegas. I enjoyed the fight card. I hope you did as well. It was cool. It was nice. It is Zar-Kombat. Zar-Kombat. Trying to watch this Khabib interview. As always, guys, it was fun, but yeah, that'll be it for me. Probably gonna go back to sleep. It's 4 a.m. right now. Well, just after 4 a.m. See you guys next week for the live stream of UFC 399. Massive, massive pay per view. Thank you.